Hello.
Oh, sorry, I was muting.
Okay. Okay,
Do you share your screen today? We don't have Dimitri.
yeah, no, I will. If I manage. What? Wow. Okay, it's very slow with that.
Yeah, it's really
Impressive.
problematic at the moment.
Yeah, it's really only the Hadron repo. Sorry, the Kairos repo. It's true. It's really okay.
Yeah, I started noticing that, but I don't know. That one is part of an enterprise GitHub, right? So
Yeah.
maybe it's more on that side, the problem. We might, maybe I can reach someone internally to have a look. Let me write that down.
It's really weird. But no, I'm seeing now also with other repos. So
Oh yeah, okay. But in general, we can reach out and see if it's something from the
yeah,
enterprise edition or something upstream.
yeah, we should have support.
Yeah.
I think it's included in the buildings. Okay. Do you see it? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
updating the screen. Okay.
yeah, it's
Just
good. We just released the 3.7, right?
yes. .1.
So next one is 3.8 or 4. What did
It's
we say in
for
the end? Yeah,
it's
cool.
for just to signal that we are not going to build anymore the images
Yeah.
for the servers. So
Yeah,
this
that's
is all.
something very important that we should clarify that, um, or maybe how to easily put pipelines yourself because the tooling is all there.
Yeah. We need to just my line of thought is like even in the release of the 4.0 to if we write a one page in the docs to link to it, so people are not completely lost
Yeah,
because
good point.
because then it's like I mean most users nowadays are using Kairos with other distros, so
Mhm.
everybody will be affected, so they will have
Yeah,
to decide what to do. At least they can jump Hadron, because it should just work, but we didn't do QA, like
Hello.
from to
yeah.
Hadron.
Hey, Chagam.
Hey,
Okay, cool.
I guess we can start then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go to the board. So last week, Mauro, we skipped all the cards from you and Dimitris, so you could
Okay.
have a chance, to discuss.
Sure.
Okay, any talks here, event page.
Yeah, that is just small items just to have the kairos.io/events, just to point easily to people. Yeah, and this is
Nice.
how it looks at the moment. And of course, every time we build, we probably should put things on the past, maybe as archived or something like that. But right now, I think it's okay for the rest of the year or something like this.
Okay.
I think all the other ones, mine were really just minor changes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so for me, they can be archived.
Okay. Okay. Onboarding tickets. Oh yes, good, very good job there. So we have all the tickets there. You said
That one about the Docker files, when we were releasing The only one that was not breaking, but giving us red for the CVEs was the NX. So in the end, we decided not to do a release with the NX at the moment. We should check what kind of but we're going to actually remove this with Hadron. So yeah, maybe it's not a problem anymore. Yeah, we can ignore it, sir.
Let's go archive. Yes, why this? I archived them. I was pretty sure. Bah. Yeah.
Or just leave them and archive the whole. No, because Dimitri's ones are there too. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's I did that. Okay. Do it again to GitHub. Okay. Okay. Yes. So where are we? Hadron is loading the env twice each account. Yes.
I think I fixed that. It's not close already. Yeah. So that was because of all the work we had to do with Bash to make it sure it loaded the proper environment variables when you stage into it, so it will pick up the home directory and so on. That also meant that it's loading the message of the day. And what happened is when you SSH, you get the message of the day from Bash, and then from SSH, it also reads the message of the day. So it's just as simple as in our SSH config, the default config that we set, just add to avoid printing the message of the day. That's it.
Cool. Nice. It would be nice if all our bugs would be like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me check. Okay, remove. Why they're popping up again? Oh, this is very confusing. So from GitHub, I mean, I'm archiving, but they're coming back.
My guess is that with all the unicorns we're getting, maybe the call to the API to archive also dies, but the front end,
probably.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, this front end has always been a pain in the ass, right? It doesn't update as often as we want.
Yeah.
So mix that with 500 errors in the backend. Yeah.
Okay. The images.
Yeah, this is done, and Jordan is aware of it, so they will also give it a try, because it simplifies also their workflow, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, nice. And we have also the follow-up for the Aurora boot, so this is good. Okay. You not enjoy existing cluster. This is supposed as not planned. Okay. It was between stay. It's very old. Okay. Okay. Nothing to do.
Yeah, so those are about Dimitri's work a lot on or CI, because the decentralized work, the centralized test was failing. He upgraded also our CI nodes to latest Ubuntu, and we had to move to a newer firmware, which is 4 megabytes. So we had the luck that some guy already pushed some changes to PEG to disable the default network and so on. So there's been a lot of work in PEG and our test to bring them up to date.
Good, and I see also from outside.
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, he is from Defense Unicorns.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. Hadron FIPS technical requirement. Yes. So we decided to close this one, and we have the follow up.
What's the decision there? During the FOSDEM, we had a meeting together with other special purpose operating system groups, and this was a big topic regarding how do we deal with that, right? Because of how expensive it is to do those, what is it called, to be certified. And also because of the time it takes, right? Like if you want to commit it to something in the project, I think it takes 6 months, 8 months to get certified, something like that.
GitHub, it's really Can I edit an issue? No, I can't. No, you cannot. Look, wonderful. I mean, but it's there. Okay, it's there. Maybe. Refresh. Okay. Okay, cool. I would archive all, but I don't. No. Now they are disappeared, apparently. Again. Okay, that's good. This let me archive quickly. This I did, but GitHub did what?
At least I don't hear you, Tori, if you're
So
speaking.
what we have? You cannot hear me?
For a second I didn't, but now I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I was just cleaning up, and I was saying now under review, let's go and copy Hadron Shim like every other flavor does. So this one is in progress.
Yeah. So at first we didn't have a Shim. So Aurora boot and Kairos agent will fail to, find the Shim while building ISOs for BIOS and BIOS on Wi-Fi. And Dimitris did a workaround if we found out that it's Hadron, just don't copy the Shim, just copy the group. But then in Aurora, we also need the Shim to build the raw images. So it was faster to just build the Shim. It's very small.
Okay.
It's easier to just not have that specific check for Hadron. We just ship the SIM, and if in the future we sign stuff, we will sign the SIM, and we'll make Microsoft sign it for us, right? We'll have that power.
Okay. Okay. In progress then, spec requirement for Kairos operator. Yes, this is mostly taking feedback now. So before we start implementation, have a look if you have time. This is and this is relevant also for you, I think, William. This is basically to have in the Kairos operator a way to build artifacts of Kairos directly, so they could pick it up by something like Capi even.
That's really cool.
I love it.
So feel free to chime in. This is like the proposal of the spec, and of course, I mean,
can you assign also me to this?
Yes. Like this, I think you can even do maintainers, and so everybody.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know you cannot assign to a group, just an individual, but maybe review. No, because this is an issue. Yeah.
It's an issue.
Yeah, just. Thanks.
Way.
This is pretty awesome, actually. The idea.
Also, issue. There we go.
Nice.
Now, add missing configuration fields. This is the docs. Oh, okay. So this needs review. Well, it's really big. Okay. You can do it. And then to publish Hadron whole images, so it's under review. Is it under review? Okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, that moves all of testing into Hadron only, and also brings, because Hadron is faster to build and to test, it brings all the tests that were on master only, like the provider, into PRs.
Nice. This is so nice. This is so nice. And yeah, to be fair, I mean, we shouldn't be scared, to review merge and then start giving an RC, you know what I mean, just to test the CI. I mean, and if the build time are very, short, the better. This is very good. Awesome. Okay, cool. So in progress, we have quite a bunch of cards. Add checksum and renovate for Hadron.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
Mauro mentioned update CLI, which is actually much more nicer. It has, I don't know, a lot of plugins to bring the versions and manipulate them much more nicely than Bump. So with AI and then manually doing everything because AI couldn't get it properly, I managed to make it all of our stuff.
Nice.
There is a pull request in there. It also created some pull requests automatically, so it's tested. Somebody merged them. Ettore, how's it going? So this was using the GitHub token from the actions, and it seems that can create pull requests, but it doesn't trigger the tests. So you get a green pull request. So it looks like it's okay to merge. I think Ettore mentioned a path token that we have there in the secret. So next thing is to test that to see if it creates a pull request properly and it triggers all the building. And also it needs a bit more checking because I see that the merge stuff is failing because some versions which are tagged on Git, but they don't seem released. Like they are not in the FTP where we download the stuff. So either that it's wrong, the tags are wrong, or they haven't uploaded the stuff yet, or we have to move to download from the Git repos or something like that. So it's still ongoing, but it should be ready pretty soon, I hope, today or tomorrow.
Okay, and Dimitris is not here. Investigate copy. I think, William, if you want to share your progress, because I think it's very nice that you share it in the channel.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment, I have transferred the Kairos copy into the Kairos organization, and I have done a couple of builds, so that it can be tried out if anyone wants. I think it's on top. Should be around top. Yeah, there.
Nice.
So there are two in the config samples. There are two. So there are if you go in config, you go samples. There is cap K and cap V. So respectively cap KubeVirt and vSphere. They are both examples. They are working examples for a single node K0S cluster. So it's working nicely. The problems that I had was for KubeVirt to report back its the KubeVirt cluster to report back its health state or its readiness state, so I couldn't set the node ref and the provider ID were not being set. I have overcome this by setting a load balancer. So basically, the deployment of KubeVirt based clusters will always require a load balancer like MetalLB or KubeVirt to be present in the host cluster. And this is a normal pattern for KubeVirt. So try to stick as much as possible with upstream CAPI contracts. Now what I'm doing is so there is an installation which is a little bit it's a Docker install now. There is all the make file is there. It can be deployed. The instructions are very yeah, they're those. Yeah, they're not links. I should make them links. Yes. But the instructions should give a way to deploy fairly easily and to test. Did I take the make commands out? No. Yeah, it's there. Yeah. So well, those are for the tests. But okay, I'm going to improve a little bit the quick start. I think it's needed. Okay. With a make deploy, everything gets installed. But anyway, now what I'm doing is I am working on the HA K0S. So I was battled a bit on working on the K3S or moving forward with the HA. I received from a user the request that they would like to test HA on vSphere for K0S. So I went that direction so that we can have some field testing from some users. But I don't know. I'm also looking for input. Maybe it's also nice to go for the K3S option as well. There is one thing that I saw in our documentation. The HA install only implies one controller and additional workers, but we should have multiple controllers deployment, and that is missing. But I need to see if the provider Kairos allows that. If it does allow that, then I will use it. Otherwise, I'll have to create the logic for also creating controllers, HA controllers in provider Kairos. So that's where I am now.
Okay, cool. So cool. That's very nice progress. Very well. Kudos.
Thanks.
Okay. From 0 to okay. So these are the
that can be closed now. Yeah. I'll write some summaries and share it in the channel, but it can be closed now.
Okay. And this is the first one. Cool. And onboarding of Jasper.
What is missing? I think just to have the right permissions in the GitHub organization. I don't have access to the. If you go to the Kairos organization and see teams, I don't have access to add people there.
I think I did it, but
okay.
But yeah, I can check after the planning.
Nice, thanks.
Okay, cool. 3.7 we did, so let's close it.
Nice guys.
3.72. Now visit. Closing this one. Amazing job, guys. And let me see. Okay, cool. Docs architecture. Yeah, firmware update. And the publish cloud images for Hadron. Yes, this is the next topics. And I think, yeah, then we have the NVIDIA drivers. So from a release standpoint, let me check 1 second if we should be ready for the 4.0, because the 4.0, come on, 4.0, Hadron images. Yes, so we have, this is the investigate copy, which is not a blocker, but we have the checksum story. Then we have these, which are front facing. And let me see if these are part of the sprint. Under review. Under review. Okay. And this we can start to move it actually. The work documentation is an experience around Hadron and land page. Okay, those two probably we can put it in the to-do at least to have more visibility.
I wonder if we should do first I'll check with Jasper if we can start doing the migration first. Otherwise, we start picking this one. So.
Yeah. Just this is mostly to come on. To do. Guess it should be below 1, yes. No. Lost it forever. Okay. What? Let me put it under review. No? Yeah. GitHub today it's really unusable.
It's crazy.
Beyond whatever it can be. Okay.
Gonna become the new Jira.
It's really impossible to use it. Okay. Try refresh. So this one, yes, here, and then the other one. No, it was asking too much. Publish, no, the land page, come on. Okay, cool. So the firmware update package, what we do, publish cloud images. I think Hadron NVIDIA drivers, we can, I think we are going to pick it up. Maybe it makes sense to start to pick it up. Okay, then let's not commit to it. I don't think it's fair to commit to it. And maybe we can start to have a look at the land page first, which doesn't depend on the documentation too much, you know. This makes most sense probably. And what else? So then we have, let me put the 4.0 actually in the board so we can start to visualize it. Under review. Under review, come on. Come on. Microsoft, you can do it. What's happening to GitHub today? No. Okay, let me see if the card is no. Here's under review, but no, it's not in the board. Not even this one. No, this one is in the board. Okay, let's put this under to do. So, okay, now we see also the other one. And this should be around here. After work documentation, we have the images ready, land page, how to have external packages like fwapd documented in Hadron Linux, and then we can tag 4.0 basically, which is only Hadron. Then we can keep expanding, like with NVIDIA driver support. And then yeah, we can plan for the next rounds. And let's have a look. What do you think, guys? First of all, is it this reasonable also in terms of the waterline? Was trying to put some order here, more mainly.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. For the docs, I still have to figure out, like I said, if we can start migrating to the new one, or if we should focus first on pulling the docs. How long do you think it's going to take us to release 4.0? Just to have myself an idea of
question.
I think we are in line for the end of February, right? So that's the kind of
okay. That's perfect. Okay. Then let's leave it like this, and I'll try to plan thinking on that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go then and have a look at the new issues. Okay, from what I see, it's only this one. Install Hadron on RPI 4 with SD card. And,
yeah. So this seems like our kernel only have like USB modules out of the box. So when you boot it from SD card, it will boot somehow, but then it will just not find the disk as expected. So I think he even sent a patch for the kernel that enabled that.
Nice.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, and it's merged. So next version should already be in there. Maybe we should cut a new patch version for this.
Yeah, but it's failing, I think. When we merge it, then it starts to fail. See.
But it failed for something different. It's the LVM building in parallel. It just clashes. So retrigger will just make it work.
Okay. Let's see. This is fair. Okay. Let's do like this. We fix it by. All right. Okay, remember. Yeah, seeing that. Perfect. Okay. Let's close it then. Well, let's wait for confirmation. This is.
But I think this shows something that Hadron brings, and is that it's, even if it looks like very difficult to get in, it's not that difficult, right? So
Yeah.
he identified that RPI. He talked to me. I told him, probably the SD card, and he just had a look, so that the kernel config was there in plain view. Enable that. That's it.
That's really cool. And one question: how does this impact, let's say, having a generic config for all the different versions of Hadron that we will have? Like, is this one of those configurations that we want on all different versions? Like, is it good to have that configuration for the cloud images, for example, or are we going to have like?
Okay. So this is with the kernel stuff. You have to be like, really have to go and search for what each option means and what does it involve. In this case, this one is specific to the SD card controller that are only available on RPIs 1 to 4 and compute module. So for a cloud kernel, for example, this makes no sense. You're not going to run a cloud kernel which is very limited in other drivers with this.
So I wonder,
and it also only affects ARM64. So
right. So I wonder if this, instead of going into a default ARM64.config, if it should go into an RPI config, if you know what I mean. Like maybe we need that kind of level of granularity that we have for the init, where we say, oh, if you're in this system, we put this configuration, or you think that would be too much?
I think that's confusing. So I think the most distros have like 2 different kernels, one for RPI and one for like default desktops or whatever. Because at the start, the RPI needed some external firmware and a lot of stuff was not in the kernel. Nowadays, I don't think it makes sense because with our config, barring this one that I missed, it works out of the box. You use the same kernel for one and the other. It supports the both types of hardware. Cool. So, yeah, why will you build just a whole kernel for the RPI? It's not like an edge board with limited size or something like that, right? If that was the case for some boards, you may need a specific kernel with everything but the hardware support. And for RPI and normal ARM64 boards, let's say, I don't think it makes too much sense to make it more complex when you can just build the kernel with everything.
Let's say, just for me to understand better, Hadron, and let's say that I come with my own board, or I am using RPI, but I want certain tunings that Hadron upstream didn't do. How would I bring my config in that case?
Well, you will just clone the Hadron repo and overwrite the kernel. We don't have anything yet in there for like overriding the config.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, what I was saying, in the other way, it's like you have the toolchain images, so you would need to build the kernel, basically. That's the other way around it. And okay, I think we closed it. We covered everything because that was the only new issue. Now I've put it under review, so we can have a look next week and see the feedback from there. Maybe what we can do is cut, like.
Oh,
I lost you there. And he can.
Back. We lost you for a second there.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Now, yes.
Okay. No, I was just saying. Let's. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I was just saying to like you suggested, to cut a new patch list of Hadron so Ludea can test and give us feedback.
Yeah. Yeah, if possible, before we merge the Hadron only stuff and so on.
Yeah.
Just cut a small version with that newer full support for RPI, let's say.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that people start moving into Hadron if they want to move to Hadron, and that's a great idea.
And Ludea is pretty fast to update, so he can get very valuable feedback almost immediately after we release. So that's really good.
It's fantastic. Thanks, Ludea.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it. Anything you want to discuss? Anything you want to touch? I missed it.
Yeah, one thing, Ettore. There is one one issue from one user, issue number 272 that I've put in as an announcement, but it needs triage. Is a user from a regulated industry that is trying to use trying to build Kairos, but they have to pin the kernel version, while Kairos always trying to install the latest. It's
Oh yeah,
27.
I saw that during the weekend. There's been some answers from community
Which
members.
is it?
I think
This one? No.
I didn't see the answers. No, 272.
it's on the discussions, right?
Ah, in discussion. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's why I also missed it.
Is
I
it?
was like,
Is it on the discussions?
I'm not sure. There was some.
That shouldn't be.
Oh,
One moment. Oh no, is on Kairos. Oh, that's why he put it in on Kairos init.
then let's
Ah,
move
yeah.
it back to, yep.
We should disable.
Yeah, we
issues in
should
there.
disable. Yeah.
Yeah. I see it.
Let me move it, because otherwise. Aha.
And we have two actually.
I don't see the other one. Where is? Do you have two?
Not from the same user, but from two different users. Yeah.
Okay. Now.
Yeah. So is basically they are deploying the they are trying to clarify some RHEL releases, some RHEL distros, and they have blessed kernel versions that they need to use, while Kairos in is trying to deploy the latest. So, yeah.
I think there is
an option.
docs about this, specifically in init about kernel versions.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I removed the announcement.
Of sounds.
And it's in skip. No,
yeah,
skip.
add a specific kernel to Ubuntu, AMD. Yeah, there is a section for that.
Yeah, I remember. See, yes. And skip step install
that,
kernel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take this. For specific kernel versions, you can skip the installation step, the kernel, and install the kernel manually. Okay. This is documented in. Oh,
Yeah, this was also something that came from Spectro, if I remember correctly. They also had something similar. So it's like a regular use case.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to make sure it does have other questions, maybe it needs.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this one. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks,
This was
Thanks.
completely missed this one.
Yeah, because it was in Kairos init. I think if we want, we should maybe remove. Yeah, I don't know if it's better to remove the issues posting on other repos, but
we had it only because we needed the Renovate dashboard.
yeah,
but maybe it's not worth. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just leave it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I will remove the issues. Cool. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's see that. Cool. All right. Anything else you want to touch on?
I think we're good.
Okay. Cool. Then have a nice rest of the day. See you next week.
You too, guys. Have a good one.
Okay.
See ya, folks.
See you.
Bye bye.